Well, I was, of course, horrified. We've elected a madman to be the most powerful person on the planet. And I knew, too, and it seems to have been borne out very quickly, that he would appoint to his cabinet billionaires and generals, which he has, and uh, would move rather quickly toward setting up an oligarchic kind of government, the template for which really is Russia. Maybe that's what we are facing right now. And I felt this the morning after the election. Whoops, there's the end of the era of liberal democracy, which has more or less controlled our thinking since 1945 or so, till now, through Obama's years in the United States and in Western Europe. And it's the beginning of something else, of some other era. And I'm thinking that is probably the era of the oligarchs, where the multinational billionaires are calling the shots and are controlling the positions of people like Trump, of government and power in the United States, and as I see it unfolding also in Western Europe to a considerable degree. So yeah, I've tried since then, since the election, to try to sort out where what's the nature of this new era. I know what the nature of the old era is. I lived through it. It's my entire lifetime practically, and this is unprecedented in my lifetime, and I find it very frightening. My brother, who's just a few years younger than I, retired professor at University of Idaho, and his wife are trying to figure out how to what's the real estate situation in Canada and so on. And any number of friends have said, "Gee, I don't know, how can I get out of here? Where can I go?" and so forth. And what are you going to do? And well, I'm going to stay right here. Um, the these are fascinating times. I mean, if you can stay, I don't say detached, but if you can keep from falling into cynicism and despair, let's say that. If I can keep from falling into cynicism and despair, this is extraordinary series of events unfolding, and historically the most unpredictable and therefore interesting, dramatic time in my lifetime. I'm 76 years old, almost 77, so my lifetime is from 1940 to now, and there is nothing that has happened in that time that I was conscious of that has this historical significance. So I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to stay right here and keep my eye on it and watch it unfold. And I'm sure it'll cause enormous pain, and I hope that it doesn't cause enormous death and catastrophe, economic catastrophe and ecological catastrophe. But I'm afraid it might. It very well might. But I want to be here, say, in the United States when it happens. I don't want to be in Finland or Iceland or Canada or the equivalent in the southern hemisphere.